Yo, what's up? Yeah, that's right. We got a VTuber doing an episode of Jack Makes All His Fans Do the Content for Him, also known as YIAY. And on today's episode of YIAY, the question is, how would you redesign the iPhone? Here are your answers that I'm repeating for the first time. Introducing the soy phone. God's greatest mistake was giving me the ability to use Blender. Yes, it certainly was, Nets. It certainly was. Oh, dear Lord, I hate it. And yet, I can also see how it could be used. The mouth is the perfect little fit for a phone screen. And hey, if it's a brand new phone and not just a case, the teeth could be little buttons. I have no idea what they do, but they could be little buttons. Everyone likes buttons nowadays, you know? They can even feel like teeth, just for the tactile experience. Phones have become quite the snooze fest. Why not redesign a phone that earns you money too? With hashtag SparkchainAI, you could turn your unused internet bandwidth into crypto rewards seamlessly. Let's innovate. I hate that word. I hate that word. I hate that phrase. I hate that word. Let's innovate. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. See, I am this thing that one would call unemployed. And that means I have to use sites like LinkedIn and Indeed in the hopes of finding this thing called a job. And unfortunately, people love using this f***ing platitude. I hate it so much. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I'm moving on. Now, they're diagonal now. Okay, ignoring the fact that what the f*** happened to your grammar there, I see potential. We could use this to guide the evolution of the human race. Because, similar to how, we are slowly evolving to not have our wisdom teeth generation by generation, and how the pinky toe is like a genetic dead end for the human race, I think if we popularize the diagonal phone enough, we can make it so commonplace that humanity will slowly begin to evolve diagonal hands. What use is this? Good question. Moving on. Take us back to what we should have had long ago. I love the Power Glove. It's so bad. Yes, okay. This is my wheelhouse. Gaming. This is my wheelhouse here. Alright. Yes, we absolutely need to go back to the Power Glove. Look, you just take the part of the Power Glove that's on the back of the hand and replace it with the phone, and then just have all of the controls for the phone on the other part of the Power Glove. And everybody can just walk around looking like some 80s or 90s sci-fi Back to the Future looking just looking at their hands instead of their phones, because their phones are on their hands. Because attached technology is just cooler. Technology is just on your person instead of in your pocket. It's just cooler, dude. You know? Only an extra $450. I have nothing to say other than, what sort of demons are you fighting that compelled you to create this? Because this is not the creation of a stable or healthy mind. Now we can always stare at our screen and know about our surroundings. Ah, yes. The most convenient phone design. This wouldn't even necessarily work though if you think about it really hard, cause unless you're using it in a car, attached to one of those little handles in the car, if you're just using it while walking down the street, the only thing those mirrors are gonna show you is the sky. Because, it's gonna be pointed upwards. I think the bright screens are too distracting and overstimulating. My new concept features a minimalist design covering both sides of the device. Okay, so ignoring the fact that this doesn't appear to necessarily be a new design, the main thing that I hate about this is simply the fact that this makes me feel like an ancient fossil, despite the fact that I'm only 26. Because I know full well that no Gen Alpha kid is going to know what any of this means, and that disturbs me greatly. Or not, because you know what? It's probably best that they don't know. The greatest inventors are shunned in their time, and only after death do the people realize their true genius. Ah, yes, the wonders of the skeuomorphic pear phone. Weren't the 2000s just a wonderful time for phone designs? You just had the absolute weirdest shit coming out. And the fact that any of them could have genuinely possibly been the standard for smartphone design, it really gets the gears a-turning, you know? Introducing the iPith. No apps, no phone calls, no distractions, just pithy. Now with dedicated pith button. Why does this look like a toy made by the same company that makes the Bop It? Oh holy shit, I just realized it's called the Pith Station 2. Okay, you know what? No, I would absolutely fund this. Get this on a Shark Tank immediately. I've elected to design something to give the public what they want. Power to the people. I'm your friend ReactBot. Push your thumb into the induction coil to start. I can't. Oh god. I can't maintain the straight face with this one. Holy shit. This one actually got me to break mid-sentence. Oh god. You know what? If someone's willing to buy a phone like this, a ReactBot smartphone, I think they deserve what's coming to them here. It's very clear that rectangles are a thing of the past, so now let's move on to the future with cubes. Of course, to make the experience less boring, we at YIAY have innovated the design to be fun. Comes with a yellow side, because we all need one. I think this is a smart idea. Make people work for their doom scrolling. Make the people put in effort. Make them earn their brain rot. You know? Maybe while they're trying to solve their smart cube, they'll rethink their life decisions and stop what they're doing before it's too late. This will be YIAY phone in 2013. Yeah, I don't have many comments about this other than I definitely could have seen Apple trying to do this at some point. And you know what? I can probably still see a smartphone company, especially like Apple, trying to do something like this now. Maybe. Possibly. Hear me out. You know? It's not the worst design. Dwight might be onto something here. Also, I just want to note, I think the file name here is really funny. Unleash the power of the pyramid. But we all know what the phone background of every single person who buys this thing would be. It'd be the friggin' Illuminati eye. Everybody would put the Illuminati eye as the background on it, first and foremost. This is an actual phone. I didn't Photoshop it. Look it up. It's real. Why didn't it catch on? It's a crime. Well, gee, I wonder why it didn't catch on. Could it perhaps be because it doesn't fit in your pocket? Seriously, this thing looks less like a phone and more like the Titan's Tower. Remember when Nintendo was good? And yes, when you call 911, it goes Wii U, Wii U, Wii U, Wii U. Yes, I do remember when Nintendo was good. It was not this generation. And that's all we've got for today. I hope you enjoyed this little episode of a fan doing all the work for Jack so he doesn't have to bother. I hope Jack found this entertaining, and that's all I gotta say. This has been TheRatMan, and I will see you all later.